Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This video I want to dive into some art fundamentals. And just a reminder, my channel is not coming from the perspective of a professional or somebody who is extremely having mastered art, but I do consider myself somewhat intermediate, and I'm hoping that my channel can serve as a bridge between those people who are beginning or intermediates and some of the more impressive artists on YouTube. So these are some art fundamentals that I have learned and that have been very helpful. And the first one is draftsmanship. Make sure I spell this right. Draftsmanship. This is something that I don't see talked about a lot in a lot of the videos online. It's kind of assumed, but this is all about mark making. So there's three marks that you really want to get good at, and those are straight lines, curves, or arcs. Oh, I spelled curves wrong. How did I do that? Curves, and then S curves. So just like there are three primary colors, there are three different marks that you can really make, and there's ways to practice each one of these. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So with straight lines, you really want to get away from, let's say you're trying to draw, I don't know, let's say you're trying to draw a box. A lot of beginners will draw like this. You know, they're making these kind of hairy lines because they don't feel confident in their ability to make lines. That's actually a pretty good box for hairy lines. But what we want to practice is the ability to make a straight line with confidence. And one way that you can practice that is create two dots on your paper and just ghost over them lightly to kind of get the feel. And then when you're ready, you put the pen down or the pencil down and you connect those two lines. And you can make them varying length. You can make them longer. Notice that I'm not doing this. I'm not moving my hand like that. It's harder to get a good quality line when you're moving from your hand. You want to be moving from your shoulder. So you kind of fix your hand in a tight position, not tight, but a fixed position, and then you're just going to ghost and connect. Okay, so that's how you can practice doing straight lines. When you get better, this is really useful for hatching. So like if you want to fill a space with a value, you can quickly hatch some straight lines. So it's a very important skill. I would advise that maybe you sit down and spend a few minutes just doing this, but you don't have to make it a thing that you practice all the time. Or, I mean, a thing that you dedicate a period of practice to. What you can do is just use this as your warm up. So, oftentimes, before I get to doodling, I will just make a few of these points and I will do maybe like 10 lines of straight lines. So, the next thing, and let me see if I can move my camera. The next thing is curved lines. So these are like arcs, okay? And the way that you can practice these is by doing three dots. And again, you're going to ghost, and then you're going to connect those dots. And you can make the dots different. So like you can put the middle dot closer to the first dot. That one wasn't that great, but you get the idea. You can put it further away, and these teach you to create different types of arcs. Missed that dot there. So I got to practice these. So that's a very good exercise as well. So when you're warming up, you can do a few of the straights, a few of the curves, and then the last one is the S curve, which involves 4 dots. So again, you want to get very comfortable by ghosting over, and miss that dot down there, so I got to practice this a little bit better. You want to get very comfortable with this process. S-curves are still a challenge for me. Mine are not as smooth as I have seen other people be able to do them. But what's really cool about learning these different mark making abilities is that you kind of start to realize that everything that you want to draw is composed of these, and to make it aesthetically pleasing and nice to look at, learning how to do this type of draftsmanship is really important. So practice these, spend maybe 10 minutes doing these once, maybe once a week, and then after that just use it as a warm-up. You don't need to dedicate a lot of practice to this after you get the basic idea. You just want to make sure that you're continually cultivating this skill. So that is the first thing that I want to talk about with the art fundamentals. I hope that this was useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you like this content, please like and subscribe so I can have a broader reach. This is an opportunity for me to learn, so I'm just really enjoying sharing all of this with you. All right, thank you for watching.